Right, Aries, what's going on for you? Look at that, 2 of Cups, absolutely brilliant. What a great start. That's the overall energy that's going through this week. Are you falling in love with someone else? Are you falling in love with yourself? Are you falling in love with life? Whatever it is, you're combining both sides of the yin and the yang to feel that harmony just coming through you. And that seems to be a bit of a repetitive thing for all fire signs this week. If you haven't seen the July readings as well, that is very interesting. July season. It seems like between, I think by the end of, by the 15th, 16th, going right through to the 28th, there's a real pivotal moment for the entire world, the collective as it were. And you play a particular part in that, Aries. It's all about, the bottom line and I'm not talking about finances here, it's the bottom line in general. And you seem to be the one dealing with that. Go and have a look at that July reading because there's a very beautiful message coming out for you. For those of you who don't know about the Astroflower, for those of you who already subscribed, thank you very much for subscribing. We love your support, as it were. It's fantastic to see the people supporting each other. It's really nice. So yeah, for those of you who don't really know about the Astroflower, here it is. Here's the relationship side, your emotional sort of side. This is your financial sort of side, money, business, jobs, etc. This is the overall energy that's flowing through you. This is the karmic message for your relationship side, and this is the karmic message for your business side, and this is the overall outcome. So let's just see what's going on here. Let's get the overall image of the message for this week. It coming in from all sides, and it's funny because I was doing Leo, and it was a similar sort of thing where it's coming in from all sides, and it was all about introspective, but I don't think this is the case for you guys. I think this is more of a case of it's coming in, it's almost as if you're being, like you're having a real glow up moment, as well. I think that's what they call it, but you're being really popular, or you seem to be the go-to person for lots of things by the looks of it. So yeah, so I would be, it seems like that. So I would be very open to being the star of the show, basically, of life, star of life. That's what it's all about, I think, at the moment for you guys. This is, okay, let's get the overall energy here, and it's really pushing forward. It's sort of saying, if I'm going to go forward in life, this is how I want to go forward in a harmonious scenario. And this is definitely, it's all about that. It's all about the combining the yin and the yang so you have a complete force. And that's what it's all about. The 2 of Cups. It could be combining your forces with someone else. Could be like you fall in love this week, or you find your love, your love, what do you call it, your soulmate or whatever. And it could be also that, you fall in love with your family, your friends, your community, but also your job. It's a lot of things that seem to be coming together at the moment, because you've had the last 2 or 3 weeks, it's been very harsh and positioning for you, I think, Aries. And this week here is almost as kind of like, we're now in position, let's enjoy. Let's see what's going on the relationship side. Let's see what's going on the karmic path, as it were. It is pushing in as well. It's okay to be the center of attention. You're not that sort of way inclined. You certainly, you're not that sort of person. Generally, Aries is not that sort of person that sort of kind of go, look at me, look how great I am. You're not that sort of person really. But when you do good things, you tend to care for your family, your kids, your community. You have a great caring for that. You're generally a very caring sign. Hot-headed sometimes, true, but very caring. And it's understanding that it's okay for people to love you. That's what it seems like. It's okay for people to love you. And yeah, it's just sitting there and just, there's going to be some people who don't understand the idea of love, and they're going to try and knock you off your pillar and stuff like that. But you're not putting yourself on that pillar. It's only others that are doing that for you. And I think you should enjoy that moment of just, bring it in. Let's have a group hug. Let's just, enjoy that aspect of it all. You know, because you've been just looking at your readings over the last sort of like 2 or 3 months. You've really done some seriously good hard work in that respect, Aries, and you know it's time to feel the love, as it were. Okay, let's see how the universe is trying to guide that sort of scenario here. It's like it's like the universe is almost encouraging. It's like having an electric magnet. Yeah, if you increase the electricity, then the magnet becomes stronger. You know, and it's that's what it's doing. That's what it's, you know, the universe is just notching up the electricity for you. Yeah. 5 of Pentacles. Normally it's about money loss. This is the relationship side. So obviously it's not about money. And what I think the universe is doing here is after hard work, and feel like that you've been working hard and sorting stuff out, the universe is going to give you that key into that through that door, so you can actually feel that security and love. And it is realizing, you know, the universe here is trying to make you realize that although you do a lot of stuff on your own, because Aries likes to get things done, they like to get it done. You like to get it done rather than, you know, and be self-dependent and stuff like that. I think the universe is trying to encourage you to be a little bit more open, a little bit more realization of sort of kind of delegation and stuff like that, because sometimes that can be difficult for you, Aries, to delegate. And I think that's what it's sort of saying within your relationships here. Allow others to do a little bit of the grafting. And encourage their initiatives within that, I think. So I think this is like coming out of the cold and into the warm for you more than anything else. And that's how the universe is trying to sort of influence that sort of moment of, yes, that moment of love, basically. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence this karmic path or karmic message. Stay true, stay strong to who you are. So, you know, don't, you know, I think here is like in regards to what's been going on, of what you've been going through the last sort of like 2 or 3 weeks, and at this moment now, realizing that you're in a good place, you've got a lot less pressure on your shoulders. And because you've got a lot less pressure on that shoulders, it's not a case of just kind of, you know, leaving the building without notice, as it were. It's still being that sort of rock and being that sturdy and steady person. And it's a mixture between the two there, I think. Because people, like, I think this comes back to this, right? It's someone who's sat on six of wands, which is all to do with sort of victory and everything like that. But then you do have one wand trying to burst your bubble. And I think this is where your guides are sort of like keeping an eye out for that. Whilst you enjoy yourself, let yourself go, and just kind of go, let's get that group hug going on. Your guides are really being that sort of, yeah, they're being that sort of protector of your surrounding, of your periphery around you in regards to your relationships. They're taking a lot of the stress and strain and worries and sleepless nights that you should be having, or you might have if they didn't do that job. If you were just reading these cards, this is the funny thing, if you were just reading these cards, it would be an awful reading on the relationship side. But I'm not sure that reflects it correctly. This is why we use the cards as a clarification and not necessarily the story giver. And I think here is where the universe and your guides are really doing a lot of work around you, because they've recognized the job that you've done. And, you know, they recognize how reliable you've been, how steadfast and straight up in your boots, as it were, as you've been. And I think this is where they're taking a lot of flack for you, which is maybe undeserved flack, totally, you know, undeserved worries and stuff like that. It might be for some of you that if you're just coming here from straight off the bat from the Astro, you know, you've never really seen the Astroflower, you may have been having a really difficult time within your relationships. Once you get into the rhythm of the Astroflower, because the Astroflower is for that, trying to get the best out of every single situation, whether it's a good or what you consider to be good or bad situation. But here I think the guides and the universe are working in tandem, trying to sort of really protect you more than anything else from any influences that are around you that is detrimental. Let's just see how that guides are offering. This is where we get up into much more into the into the subconscious period, where the conversation is within you. I think to detract from this aspect here, I think these guides are here are trying to sort of kind of go, oh, look at that. Wouldn't that be interesting to do? Look at that. They're you know, it's like you've spent your time over the last sort of 2 months building the periphery, the perimeter fencing around your community, you know, so it becomes like a safe haven for everybody to enjoy themselves. And now you've finished, and your guides are kind of saying, oh, what? Look over there, look at this, look at that. And they're trying to encourage you to explore a lot of things. So, yeah, giving you a lot of choices. Whatever you do, just don't procrastinate. If I was you, I'd just go ahead and enjoy it. You know, try one thing at a time, but just go ahead and try things. You'll realise that there's just an evident path to go on. And once you start going on that path, the universe here and your guides here have really got your back. So, yeah, so explore those opportunities, which will then help you to marry the both sides of the yin and yang. Let's see what's happening to you on your money side of life. So what's the karmic message coming on in here? You've created these your opportunities in life, or even your lack of opportunities in life. Your application of how you apply yourself within your business, your money, your jobs, and etc. is testament to your position. Here it's sort of like it's coming from behind, as if to sort of say, if you want this in your life, this is what you've got to put out. So then that's what you get back. It's not it's not an instant cash return, but it's a case of what you invest in, you will reap the rewards of. And, you know, even if you're doing really, really well in life, within your business side, it's always good to allow innovation to come through, which seems to be a very fire thing at the moment. You know, new things and new opportunities to come through to you. So a moment of healing for you, the Four of Swords. You might have been working really hard. This is what I'm talking about, doing the perimeter fence. It seems like you've been working very hard over the last sort of X amount of times. You know, in your July reading, we talk about that bottom line, and the bottom line is calling out people. And I think this week here is basically maybe that moment of, okay, you know, so enjoy this moment of peace, this moment of love. And that's what I'm saying here is, you know, bring it in. Let's have a group hug. And I think this is also on your financial sort of side as well. It's a case here of sort of like, when you do get that moment of peace, you can see things a lot clearer, and it makes the opportunities stand out a lot more for you. Let's see how the universe is influencing this karmic message. What has been, and so what has happened in the past, you can always use going forward as a reference, basically. And the you know, the universe is trying to make you aware of that there's certain things that stand out in the past that should be used as a reference. It's time to collect your fruit. This is a really nice card for this position, and certainly to do with this card here. I think they're sort of saying here is that's that whole innovation sort of side of things. You're collecting fruit and kind of saying, what can I do with this fruit now? That would be really good. So, you know, it's a case here where they appear to be really, you know, the universe is bringing to the forth all the good work you've done in the past by the looks of things. And you should reap those rewards. That's what I was talking about, sort of like having the light shined on you, being the center of attention and stuff like that. You may not like it, but you've got to wear it. You know, you've done the work. You've done really well, Aries. Let's just see how the guys are trying to influence that karmic mission, karmic path message. If it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it usually is a duck. That's what that bottom line, I think this is all about calling out the world around you, sort of kind of going, don't do that, because that's going to, you know, that's going to cause detriment within the business, within our job, within our, you know, within the workspace, within the project. It's just being true to real values, basically. Falling in love with your workspace, making it an joyous place. So that's what the calling out is all about. Sort of saying, you know, please don't do that. That's detrimental. It's not very nice for other people, or that's a bit oppressive, or stuff like that. But also at the same time, and this is where the Two of Cups comes into play, it's understanding, sort of kind of going, maybe you don't necessarily need to call them out directly. Maybe it's new thing kind of saying, rather than doing this, why don't we do this? This will be a lot more fun. You know, or rather than doing it this way, why don't we do it like that? And that can help you in your career path. That will help you in your business, in your projects and stuff like that. It's falling in love with your work, that's what your guides are trying to help you do here. And in order to do that, you do need to stand up and be counted, which you're very good at, Aries. There's no doubt about it. Now it's, you know, with that group hug and that group love, it's time to put it all into action. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence the conversation that is within you. There's a certain judgment about it. This is right, this is wrong, this works, this doesn't work, that sort of thing. They're almost like kind of going, no, that doesn't work. No, oh, this works, here you go. And passing you on the things that only work. So then you'll recognize things around you that doesn't work. So they're sort of like, they're not, a bit like judgment in a way. Ace of Wands, very clear, passionate thinking. So yeah, this is, you know, they're passing you on the things that you should be passionate about. This is going to help you within be a little bit more innovative. This is what I was saying here on the karmic message. It'll help you with those little bits of innovations that's going to help you explore your financial life a lot more. And having some really good, passionate ideas. And in order to do that, you're going to have to accept that people are going to be interested in your ideas, interested in what you're doing. Allow yourself to be the center of attention. That's what it sort of seems to be here. Let's just see what the overall energy is, or overall outcome is, and leading into the next week. It's like everything around here is all to do with sort of love and stuff like that. So you've got like the Lovers, you've got the Two of Cups. Even this is, you know, Nine of Swords, because it's like sleepless nights and worries. But usually we get sleepless nights and worries is because we love something, or love someone, or love a scenario. You know, it's all to do with real feelings going on here. And this here seems to be completely off the wall. It's almost going to put you in a position where people may just sort of push you into the position of And that's what that could well be. That is push you into a position of emperor, basically, where you're going to, by the end of the week, you're going to feel like you own life. You know, you really got it sorted. You're really happy with your sorts. But it's that innovation going forward and that calling out or recognizing a situation that works and that doesn't work, which is going to help not only you, but everybody that is around you. Yeah, King of Swords. King of Swords is all to do with judgment. It's the only regal card we have on here. Yeah. So the King of Swords, the King of Swords has gone all the way to the top of the mountains. He's gone through all those trials and tribulations, and he's up on top of the mountain, and he surveys his kingdom. He surveys his kingdom through the judgment of the sword, in a way. So, you know, I think it's definitely really sort of, it's leading up to a position of feeling at absolute home with your environment, being a bit more at ease with people paying attention to you, and you being the center of attention. A real sort of almost unwanted glow up moment, but it's going to serve you really well and serve your community and also serve your finances and your job side. Allow those little innovations to come through, and also allow the connection with other people, I think, is really important this week. So there you go, Aries. Hope you have a great week. You should go and see that Astroflower July reading for Aries, which will be on our channel. There's loads of links in the description below. I do thank you for all the support for this channel. And if you want to support this channel, either like, subscribe, click that bell. Subscribing and clicking that bell is really important, but liking, sharing and commenting also helps out. In the meantime, Aries, don't forget life should be fun, so please do enjoy.